All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti and General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic pages. You already know, got two full metal jackets in each clip. You feel me? Busting that at the same time. I want you to become a member. I want you to become a subscriber. If whatever page you on at this moment, if you're on General Seti, you should subscribe, become a member. Check it out. Get some. We got to line up, and like I said, I just open up memberships for General Seti. So most definitely, I will be filling up the treasure chest. It ain't gonna take long. You can believe that. So I want y'all to hit that link right down in the video description. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring me along. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. I want you to get over there, check out that catalog, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, over 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. That's right. Could be up to 100 different videos, 200 in some, 200 different videos, all fire, all locked and loaded, full metal jackets, busting, you see, for eternity. And so I want you to get on over there, check it out, family. Plus, we got the Grandmaster teachers on the website, hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the general. So you already know that's fire. There's no other website nowhere on the planet that can compare or compete. So you should become a member today. That's right. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. And I'm going to bring 2025 in. Well, it's not a new year. It's an old year, and they tricking you. But the new year is coming, so be prepared, family. You see, you can't have a new year in the day of the winter. So I want you to wake up. But we got over 500 exclusive live streams on Patreon, and what I dropped this month is you gonna run. You gonna say, God damn it, I got to be a patron. So get over there today. All the family out there donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, link right there on the screen in the chat video description. Click it, donate. I thank you and I appreciate you. And I thank you again. Make sure you subscribe. If you're on here right now, make sure you if you haven't already, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, like it because you love it. Get a video a thumbs up, you feel me? And what I say, share with your family and friends. Like it because you love it, and share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Nah, I had to wait for a minute because y'all already know. This is what I talk about. Niggas don't talk about this. You see, you can go down my timeline, my video, and I've been talking about this. You see, and I didn't already gave you forewarnings. Even when we was talking about the drones, I say they got some type of sales over here. You see, they already got sales. When I was talking about ISIS over there in Africa and what they don't nobody talk about that. And what ISIL and Al Qaeda is doing over there in Africa. We most definitely bring that information to the people. Niggas don't talk about that. You see, I spread the information around across the various, subjects of concern and, and what people, they like entertainment. I'm going to touch on that, but I most definitely touch on these subjects. Niggas don't talk about this. Even niggas in the conscious community, they don't talk about this, but it has come to pass. And I said it would. Not that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, let me give you the rundown on what appears to have happened. You see, and wait a minute, where my information that I had up here? Let me see. Okay. It might already be on here. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. This guy, which is his name is I think it's Shamsud Din Jabbar. Okay. Shamsud Din Jabbar. Now they coming out and saying that before he committed this terrorist attack, that he had come on Facebook and said that, he was inspired by ISIL. He was ISIS, he says he was inspired by ISIS. Well, that says a lot. You see, that says a lot. And the fact that the man was trained in the military, the United States military, says a lot. That's they it's like a motherfucker can come over here and get free training in the United States. They don't give a goddamn. They letting all these motherfuckers in here, and you can come over here and get training in how to make bombs and do all and make detonators and shit, and and then motherfucker come and once they get up out the military, they become the goddamn enemy of the same nation that trained them in the military tactics and strategies and skills. And so but the thing is, what they not saying, that this is old. You can look at over there in France, I believe that was in 2016, where a guy ran over, I forget how many people it was. Let me see, I had it in here, but he used a truck or a car too. Yeah, that was July 2016, and the motherfucker used a 19-ton cargo truck. Okay, now that was on Bastille's Day, which in France, you feel me? That's like their Independence Day. So right there, you see, and the motherfucker killed over 86 people, and that was in 2016 in France. You see, and so so you see right there, they like these holidays. They like, and I used to tell y'all a lot of times, keep your ass at home. When you having all these major events, motherfuckers wasn't telling you that. You see, I tell you that, because this is where they want major carnage. You see, they want major carnage. And when you got a lot of people in a crowd, you can, it ain't like, if you run up into a crowd and it's 1,000 people out there, 2,000 people, yeah, you can cause heavy goddamn damage. You kill 100 people, 200 people, you see, easily, when it's thousands of people out there. So, this motherfucker in France, he on Bastille Day, and he injured 434 more goddamn people. You see, he injured, so, that just show you that was even more devastating. But see, this tactic, they know about these motherfucking cars. I mean, look at what that motherfucker did down there. What was that? Was that Nashville? Yeah, that was Nashville. Well, the motherfucker, I believe, drove that damn he had a car and he parked that motherfucker. Was that Nashville? I believe it was Nashville. I had to go back. And he detonated, and man, it looked like a motherfucker had dropped a nuclear bomb on it, man. He devastated that damn area. So they know about, these radical motherfuckers using, I mean, you can look at Oklahoma. You see, when the motherfucker, whatever, and these is homegrown motherfuckers. These ain't, and they keep looking overseas, but it's some homegrown radical motherfuckers that's willing to create create this type of carnage too. So you guys see, so this is something that's not, it's not just a tactic of the Islamic terrorists. You got these homegrown motherfuckers too. Nah, Trump came out, he dropped his hand too soon, where he said, yeah, it's these motherfuckers coming in through the border, and they are coming in through the border. They are coming through the border, but at the same time, he overplayed his hand when you know, he mentioned that this was was the responsibility of Joe Biden. It was his fault that it happened, because he allowed a lot of this, and they is in here. Nevertheless, these just happen to be two American trained, and when I said two, we're gonna talk about the terrorist attack, that happened in front of the Trump Towers, which for me, is some, it could be linked, because there are some similarities, but it very well may be some collaboration, some shit that they don't talk about, where you got collaboration with some, Islamic terrorists, overseas radicals, and homegrown radicals. You see? Yeah, and so that very well, and then you listen to me when I tell you, you're not gonna hear that from nobody else. See, you hear it over here all the time. You see, you hear it over here all the time, but I'm telling you that it very well might be some collaboration with homegrown radicals and overseas radicals. Then that's gonna pose a very serious problem. That's gonna pose a very serious problem. But this guy, and not only did they, this type of we said with Nashville and he was homegrown, drove the motherfucking vehicle down there with so much damn TNT on the motherfucker that it damn near wiped out a whole block. It damn near wiped out of it, tore the whole goddamn block up. It literally looked like a missile had hit that motherfucker, but he had packed it so, full of explosive that he was able to pull that off. So that just show you that these motherfuckers got some heavy training out here that can cause a lot of damage. And at this point, major events like that, that's almost like a thing of the past, where you gonna just go out there and in no big ass crowds, especially around holidays. They like holidays because they know a lot of people gonna come out, for those events. Now, just so happened, the Sugar Bowl was supposed to be today, and so just think about that. It could have went off, or it could have been an attack, at the whatever arena they was having a Sugar Bowl at. Imagine that kind of carnage and shit. You see, and so and you got to think about the inauguration, and we're gonna talk about the one at Trump's tower, where that was a message, that was sent to Donald Trump and Elon Musk. A lot of motherfuckers is upset, with United States policy. Who could it be? Where obviously the motherfucker flew a black flag. They say this motherfucker had a black flag, and of course, I most definitely showed you the flags. All you had to do was go on my Sarah, and it'll be on General SETI too, where you see Islamic extremists attack Black people, and that's the name of the playlist. And you can see all the videos that I had already put up on this shit, showing that, ISIS and Al Qaeda is basically trying to use Africa as their new headquarters. They didn't took a lot of hit in Syria and Iraq. They didn't took a lot of hits over there, and so they trying to, reestablish themselves somewhere else. And so, in turn, in Africa is huge, so you can get in there and get in some of them areas and get lost. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to use Africa as, and so the war is already there. Nobody talks about it though, nobody talks, but now it's here. And I explain that to people, that this shit is, is worldwide. And that's like I said, you see when they go on Bourbon Street, or they don't give a fuck about you being black. They don't give a fuck. They ain't calling your black ass up and saying, "Hey, I'm about to let this shit off, and I'm just letting you know, good nigga. Uh, I'm giving you a heads up. Don't be on Bourbon Street." They ain't calling your black ass up. So these motherfuckers see everybody here, regardless to how the eternal internal politics, whatever it may, that's between us. They don't give a fuck. When they see America, they don't give a fuck who walking, who rolling, who crawling. They don't give a goddamn. You see, long as they can bring carnage to this motherfucker, that's what they intend to do. Okay, that's what they intend to do. And so we have to see this as a mean, we have to address the issue. We have to plan, how we gonna move when we get out here. Cause, just moving without having a strategy and understanding the state of, the world today, 2025, January 2nd, you got to understand what the fuck is going on out here. And we got to we got to have more than the local liquor store politics, a motherfucker corner store politics and shit. We have to have an international politic and see it for what it is. And see, we think that everybody that, they don't give a fuck how we address the situation. They don't care. As black people, they don't care. And as a lot of them, they want to attack us any goddamn way, because shit, we ain't up marching for nothing that they, what's going on over there in their world. And so they see us as a part of the goddamn problem. They see us as a part of just as much as a part of the greater American politics as anybody over here. So that's why they don't give a goddamn. Dry that motherfucker in New Orleans is predominantly black. Shit, it's a goddamn near predominantly black city. So that right there speaks for itself, that is gonna be I don't know how many particularly how many black people died. I seen a few faces. I seen, I believe, out of the 15, it was at least 2 or 3 or 4 that might have been black. I don't know how many was injured. You see, but at the same time, being in a black city like that, knowing that it's gonna be black carnage. Now, this type of warfare, is most definitely don't give a goddamn, who get hit, long as it's some numbers, long as it's some numbers and some casualties, then that's the goal of that. But even in I believe, what was that? It was another country where it was another very similar. Okay, that was in France where wait a minute, settle wave attack. They collectively left 12. And so it was one in Nice. I believe that's also France. I don't know if that was the same one, but I believe it wasn't, because it set off a wave of vehicle terrorist attack. Okay, so it was another one in France, 2016, left 12 dead, 67 others wounded using a vehicle. In 2016, an assailant, this is in Vienna, which is over there in Europe, you know. And he drove his car at shoppers, but leaving no injuries. And so in 26, so this 2016 was really the year. You know what I'm saying? Where this one was in Ohio State University, where a Somali-born, you know, radical and shit, carried out a car and knife attack, wounding 11 people. And then in December, 2016 was just off the chain with that shit, you know. Tunisian-born radical, you know, charged at pedestrians attending the Christmas market in Berlin, killing 12 and wounding 56 others in an attack claimed by ISIS. So this is most definitely, you know, tactics that ISIS use. And you know what? It's just a warning. Yeah, it's just a warning. It's going, you know, is liable to be more, you know, and for it to be right around inauguration and shit and this, that, and the third. You know, Donald Trump very well might have to have a private goddamn inauguration. He damn near he might have to have a damn private yeah. 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 He said nobody hates America more than America. That's why we're being invaded by migration. Yeah. 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 Well, you know, but we got to be vigilant. I'm talking about our people, you know. We got to be vigilant. We just can't sit over here and let motherfuckers just blow up the cities and shit. Well, we just gonna sit in the motherfucker. It's gonna be casualties. And so if motherfuckers got a logical blueprint on what black people should be doing, you know, what the fuck, you know, y'all niggas, you know, at a time like this, I'm just gonna be reasonable. I speak to my people reasonably, bringing reasonable information. Black people's is nervous. You got to have something. What should we be doing? You see, what should we be doing? You know, just out, you know, radical, you know, no, I'm just, you know, just off the cuff information that we throw out. All right, we already know about America. We already know. The track record is what it is. You know, the track record is what it is. And, you know, like I say, it's a whole lot of beasts. This beast got more than one head. And so, you know, we a lot of times what we hear is, you know, we hear, you know, I guess a cheerleading for, you know, some other head of the beast. You know, I'm not cheerleading. We caught up in the middle. We caught up in the middle. That's just the reality of it. This shit been going on for a long goddamn time. These crusaders and these goddamn jihadists and shit, you can go look up goddamn Saladin and the goddamn crusades and shit over there. This shit been going on for a long time. Islam was spread by the sword. So, I mean, they crying now, but what about when the era when they was motherfucking had Africa and Asia, you know, drowning in blood? You see, what about that? You know, and so all these motherfuckers had their time where they was the head of the beast. At one time, Islam was the head of the beast. Yeah. And people haven't forgotten that. At one time, Islam was the head of the beast. You know, Russia was one of the heads of the beast. Yeah. China was one of the heads of the, Japan was one of the heads of the beast. Yeah, Japan had goddamn East Asia under imperialism, you know, and people cried out, and they still crying out about the atrocities that Japan committed on East Asia to this day. You see, to this day, Koreans and shit is still, talking about the atrocities that Japan committed on Korea to this day. They don't really want, and both of them are allies of America, but, they really don't want to fucking, work with one another, on the strength of what was done, in previous wars and previous years. So, I mean, y'all motherfuckers got to understand it's a whole lot of heads of this beast. And America may have the greatest head, but it's only a head. You can't turn around and look at the other heads and think you're gonna get no better, because all they want to do is be the biggest head. That's all they want to do. They ain't trying to bring no goddamn harmony or no peace to this goddamn planet. They trying to bring their own form of imperialism, as they have done in history. Okay, as they have done in history. At one time, Turkey was the head of the beast under Constantinople, and they fell. And they was the head of the beast for over 1,000 years. They was the head of the beast. Rome, Italy was the head of the beast. You see, so I mean, how and so when people speak, then they turn around and they call out these other nations. You got to understand they got a goddamn track record that was just as deplorable, and just as violent, and savage, just as savage. So we just have to, we have to be mindful of that, and just, we have to speak for our people what's good. And as I tell you, man, once you see some shit like this, you got to stay out of crowds, period. You got to stay out of crowds, and you got to be vigilant. At this time, you just got to keep your eyes open. And if you see something out of that just ain't right, you got to say something. Don't let no motherfucker, you see a motherfucker planting shit and this, that, and the third. You got innocent people out here that don't, ain't got a damn thing. They want to see. The thing is, he's a coward motherfucker to do that. Take it to the beast, motherfucker. See, the thing is, they be talking this shit, and I'm telling you, that's why I say what I say. They talk about the government. You see, they say, well, the government is doing this, that the military is doing it. They don't go take it to the government. They don't go and bomb or try to take it to the military, because they know the military fuck their ass up. What they do is they go find soft targets. You see? Yeah, they go find soft targets and shit. And and that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. They go and so they go kill some innocent goddamn bystanders that ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it, because they too soft. Now, they were saying that the man was talking about they was talking about the man was gonna kill his own damn family first. Yeah, he decided not to do that. Yeah. Ain't nobody over there, Ray? I don't know. I didn't check. I'm gonna have to stack somebody up over there. Let me see. No, ain't nobody over there at this time. I'm gonna have to get somebody over there. I'm gonna have to get somebody over there. But that's all right. We ain't worried about it right now. We ain't worried about it. Yeah. We ain't. Oh, trolls over there. Well, I'm gonna have to. Well, that's all right. I know they over there. That's all right. If I see him, I okay. Just put their name in there. If anybody over on General SETI And you and the motherfucker trolling, just put their name in there and I'll get them out of there. We ain't got no, but we gonna stack it up with moderators. We gonna stack it up. We gonna stack it up. Don't worry about it. If you see a motherfucker over there gumming, and let me know. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. We man, I've been telling them all the time, shit. But anyway, you got to be visible. You got to keep your eyes open. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let them be over there. Let the haters. They gonna come. The only reason they there because they know this is the motherfucking place to be. If they could be somewhere else, why wouldn't they? So don't let a motherfucker fool you. They in the place to be. They hurting because they know the general gonna drop the guillotine on their ass. I don't give a fuck how they feel about it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't give a fuck how they feel about it. That's why I say, once you understand that, once you understand that both of them is heads of the beast, I don't give a goddamn. You see, I be loving it. God damn it, go get their ass. You see, motherfuckers get to talking and shit. Yeah, go get their ass. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. Yeah, yeah. He wanted to troll. Which one? Robert Man. Okay. Oh, okay. Robert Man. Look, where Robert Man at? Where old Robert Man? Let me get his punk ass on up out of there. Yeah, well, who over there on the general? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we gonna get General stacked up. They coming. You know what I'm saying? They know them battleships is going after the day. That's gonna be a wrap. Matter of fact, after this is gonna be a wrap. Cause I'm gonna get somebody over there immediately. That's right. Immediately, I'm gonna get some pit bulls over there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna get some pit bulls over there. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, this guy, Jabbar, he didn't, with his, you know, soft target, and he has some improvised explosive devices that he had laid around. So he intended to do even more damage than that. Them some homegrown bombs and shit, they put together. Yeah, so he had some IEDs out there. So, and that he had planted. So this motherfucker, he had did that before he even ran into the people. So he had already been out there, so he didn't care. The motherfucker didn't go nowhere where why is he attacking the average person? That's why I say they don't give a fuck. They don't go fuck, whatever he got a problem with the government or the military, he don't go there because he know they're going to kill his ass. So he goes somewhere where people that ain't got no idea what's going on, really probably don't even give a damn. And he commit that, that type of, but you got to understand what's going on overseas. You got Gaza, you got what's going on in Syria, you got what's going on over there in Iraq and Iran and Afghanistan and many other places. And so, they just attacked Yemen not too long ago. Many of they, a lot of they higher ups in Hamas and in Iran had been attacked by United States and the Israelis. And so, it's going to be tit for tat. And they figure since they, United States is, they feel that they could, bomb and do all that. They feel that this is their way of getting back. But the reality is that, it just going to push, because listen to me. These Cro-Magnon Neanderthals love the war. So I mean, you ain't doing nothing but lighting the wick. You lighting the wick, and it, like I say, it more than likely is gonna be, it's probably gonna be more. It's probably gonna be more attacks and shit. So you got to be, vigilant and at least keeping your eyes open where you live at, and nobody should tell you nothing different. Nobody should tell you nothing different. That you should not be vigilant in the area where you live, where you shop, where you work, where your children go to school, or where you go to school, wherever as and you live in your city, and you should be vigilant. And if motherfucker look like they out of place, they doing crazy shit. I mean, because they targeting the average individual. You gonna be the victim. It ain't gonna be the motherfucker down there in the politics and in the military. It's gonna be you. And so you got to be more vigilant than anybody. Yeah, they saying, oh, it was such a great tragedy, and we're gonna have the Sugar Bowl the next day. They're gonna be throwing the ball in the air while your family or you grieving over lost loved ones. You see, they're gonna be still throwing the ball up in the air. You see, because okay, how many? Okay, 15. Shit, they didn't bomb a motherfucker over there with one bomb and kill shit 200-300 at one goddamn time. So to them, yeah, they'll raise the flag, they'll lower the flag, and they'll sing the Star Spangled Banner, and the very next day they'll be at take me out to the ballpark. Take me out to the game. They'll be out there singing the goddamn, and right back at the ballpark. You see, they don't give a goddamn. So you have to be vigilant. You see, you have to be vigilant and be very aware of what's going on around your city, your community, and be one. Be one. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Be one. And motherfucker ain't, if he from out of the country, out of the place, he out of, address it. However you feel, address it. Bring awareness to this shit. Don't let no motherfucker see. We got to quit that dumb shit. Don't give nobody diplomatic immunity to commit crimes on your family. I don't give a fuck about none of that street code shit or none of that. If your punk ass is in this community committing crimes against the people, you pillaging the people, the peace of the people, motherfucker, you should be brought to justice immediately. And the harshest penalties should be placed on your ass, period. That's the way you change shit. But giving criminals and murderers diplomatic immunity to commit heinous crimes on the people, you feel me? It is unacceptable. It is motherfucking acceptable. That's right. So here it is. So and to all you motherfuckers out there that y'all saying, the haters and shit, don't worry. They coming for you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come for you. You little, they go, you motherfuckers gonna be, just look up. That's all you got to do. Do me a favor. When you see that motherfucker coming towards you, yeah, just get some live feed, because I want to see what it looked like when the motherfucker get bombed live. I want to see that motherfucker. Put that motherfucker up there and turn on the camera, because we want to see it. All right, family, we just getting started today. If you're on here right now, I want you to subscribe. Don't get off of here unless you subscribe. Give a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. I want you to share it with your family and friends. Yeah, they everywhere. That's all right. They're going and nowhere at all, Yeah. And these goddamn, and these Cro-Magnums is everywhere too. Don't think they ain't. They're everywhere too. You see, they can zoom right on in from that goddamn satellite. It zoom right on in. They can see what the fuck you on your plate. They can see what's on your plate. You see? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't think don't think that. We understand that. All right, family, we got another video coming up. I want you to be here for it. Don't you dare miss it. Again, hit that subscribe button and I'll be right back. This is General Sarasu said, he said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.